Hey friends, it is Michelle. Michelle with Garden Jargon. I almost forgot what I was from. My mom's womb, actually, but Garden Jargon. And I wanted to say hi. Happy July 31st, Saturday. It is late afternoon, early evening, and I am here at the Batavia Community Garden. And I want to give you an update on the wonderful things that happened today here at the garden. I'm standing here at the entrance of our garden at Hart Road and Paper Mill Hill Drive, where the flag marks our entrance. And as you can see, this area right here has been trimmed up of all of the bushes and all of the branches that we had there, that the Rotary Club came up and helped us trim them up. Like, it is so much nicer now when we pull out. We can see down the road and we can pull out of here without causing accidents. Look at all the debris that they chopped off of the trees. I'm sorry it's really noisy out here, but I'm at the street. Motorcycles, man, they're loud. All these branches here got trimmed up today, and they trimmed up the bushes actually on both sides. So they did street side over there as well over here, so that the homeowner, if he wants to mow some of that grass here on this side, he won't get whacked in the face with branches anymore. And then also, I'm not sure if I shot a video yesterday where my car is parked there. There was tons of black walnut trees, branches, hanging over there, and I wanted to make sure that you saw that we chopped up those too. The Rotary did that, actually. Rotary Club, Tony and the Rotary Club guys came out today. There was about 7 of those guys, and they had their weed whackers and their hedge trimmers and their wonderful things that they needed to trim up these trees. I was so happy. And now it's almost like the golden hour out here at the Batavia Garden. And I wanted to shoot this quick video to show you the aftermath of all the hard work from everybody that was here today. Dan was here today, Dan Hackney from the West Aurora, Illinois Home Depot, and his team today. They came out as well to help. I'm so grateful for them as well. We also had out here today Jarrell, who is a friend of mine I met on Facebook because I bought a bunch of his stuff off of Marketplace, and I was able to have him come out. He's a photographer, and he just got a new drone, so he got some really good drone shots. I'm going to actually share those with you as soon as I get them from him. But in the video that I just posted on the 28th, you saw this area that I'm standing in, and behind me was all grass. And now it is not. It is all wood chips, and all wood chips because this is now our designated parking spot. As you can see, it's pretty massive. We can fit quite a few cars in here, and I'm really happy that we got that done today. Let me flip the camera around for a second. So I am not certain. I would say this is probably 50 feet wide from that side over to the water tanks, and I would say about 100 feet deep from where I'm standing. And we spreaded chips out as much as possible. Adam Stander from Market Ready in Batavia, he came out here. He rented a Bobcat, and thank God for that thing today because he was so helpful. In the last video I just posted on the 28th, you may have remembered there was a mulch pile or wood chip pile from there all the way down to here. And all of those wood chips are gone now. Those wood chips are actually in the area that I'm standing in right now. There's just a couple extras over there. We just need to get a couple people out here with some rakes so that we can really kind of flatten this stuff out. But it will compact as it rains and we drive on it. This is what is left of our mulch pile, and that is manure and topsoil out of a horse pasture, and that's all that we have left. I'm so grateful that the 20 yards that we actually had here is now condensed down to that. We have some nice ground here, as you can see. This is where all the wood chips were, and this grass will all grow right back. Things that we did today was the bobcats scraped off the soil, topsoil here with all the grass in this plot. And in these 3 plots here, then we laid cardboard down, then we laid mulch down, wood chip mulch, and then we laid compost rows. As you can see, the compost is in each one of these rows, and those are ready to be planted. Same thing here. This is a row of compost in all of these rows. I left this little area here to be able to, we can walk through or get a wheelbarrow in here, and then 5 more rows here of compost so that we can plant fall crops in these here as well. This was scalped of the grass. It's all over there now to decompose and break down over there. And then this is compost here that we will use to plant whatever fall crops we would like to put there. I put the water tanks here. We still have to get those cleaned out. We're still looking for somebody to help us fill these up so that we can have extra water for when we want to water the garden, because when the 2 or 3 people are out here at this, it gets a little hectic because Amanda's on a well, and when a lot of people want to water at the same time, the pressure of the water goes really slow. So we did get a little casualties down here. Look at these little sunflowers down there that broke. Bobcats are big. He doesn't have a backup rear camera on that bobcat, so we snapped off 4 sunflowers there. The others are tipped over. They'll be just fine. They're not broken down there too bad. And then we got some wood chips laid out in the walkway that I'm standing in right here. Just got a couple wheelbarrows. I had actually gone through here and put flags where I knew the wood chips was kind of low, and everybody kind of just stuck some wood chips in and just kind of spread it around with a rake. The area behind me, where the wheelbarrows are sitting, cardboard and that roll and that rolled hose holder right there, all of that was also grass. The bobcat scraped the grass off of there as well. We laid Gaylord cardboard. That's a cardboard that's actually 5/8 inch thick. It's super thick. And threw wood chips right on top of that and spread that out. So that is the future home of whatever kind of canopy, pergola, gazebo that we are able to build. But with the prices of lumber right now, we're just going to hold off on that project and maybe for next year. What else did we do today? We filled in some bare spots of no mulch in the main garden. Oh, all the signs. Can you see all those pretty signs? Let me turn this around. Hold. So all our plots now have numbers on them because all these numbers belong to certain people. Plot number 3, plot number 2, plot number 1. So all these plots have something. They belong to people. And then obviously okra, peppers, herbs, cukes, squashes. So we got our signs painted and put together. We spray painted all of our little posts so that we can have these really cute signs throughout our garden. I think they really put a little touch on our garden out here. I just love them. And those are just made out of fencing pickets and banister railings. Found them for free on Facebook. So all you had to do was buy some spray paint, make them cute. Then we had this little spot behind me. That whole area right there was also all grass. And then we had that scalped also with a bobcat. Again, laid cardboard and put down mulch. So what I'm going to do, like I did on the other end of the garden, I'm going to go ahead and make little furrows so that I can put that compost. I had him bring a bucket of compost over here, and I'll put that compost inside the furrows of the wood chips. It's basically a no-till method, so that way I can plant whatever seedlings that I'm starting at my house in that stuff. And I can do seeds too, direct seeds like beets and stuff like that, which is what we will do right here in this little area. And then over there was kind of an area where we just stored all of our like stacking chairs, like all of these stacking chairs, those stacking chairs. It was just kind of an area that we kind of just threw junk. And now that I put down that big, thick Gaylord cardboard over there, I put 2 huge scoops of wood chips over there from the bucket on the Bobcat. And now over there is where we can spread that out, make it nice, thick mulch. And now it won't get all weedy and nasty. And then we have a bunch of stuff over here. I'm pretty sure you probably can't see it, but that's like extra rolls of fencing and T-posts and stuff like that from everybody that's used stuff here in the garden that's extra stuff. So now that stuff can go right there in that little spot. I'll have to take that cardboard down. I just put that there so a bunch of that stuff that he dropped with the bucket didn't go back into the forest. And what else do we do? Pumpkin Tom came out today too. He tended to our pumpkins as he always does. And oh my gosh, that's beautiful. How many times do you walk through a garden and get stopped by a zinnia? I have never seen that kind of zinnia before. That is absolutely fascinating. I've never seen that one before. It's like yellow and pink all at the same time. Look at Annie's cosmos. They're so pretty. You always got to stop and smell the flowers, right? Beautiful. I just get fascinated. I get fascinated by beautiful things. Now where am I? Oh, sorry, got sidetracked. And then Pumpkin Tom came out here and tended to our pumpkins. There's 2 more pumpkin vines right here. See a little pumpkin right there? It's not as big as a Jimmy pumpkin, but it's a big pumpkin. But Tom came out here today and he took care of that. I can't see. Right there. He cleaned out those bushes a little bit. He laid down some landscaping fabric right here, and then he had some wood chips on there. And little Roy, Amanda, the homeowner here, her little son, came out here today and helped him fill that wheelbarrow with wood chips. But now we have this area that we're going to organize all this lumber that we have. This lumber is like old fence posts and like fence pickets and stuff like that. That's what all that stuff is right there. And we're just going to organize it and make it look prettier sitting here. Because this area, I'm not sure, it's probably, yeah, it's like 12 feet by 5 feet here. And I just want to keep all that lumber nice and tidy. That way Jay can get around when he's mowing and stuff like that. Make sure that he can do that. So there's still a lot to do out here. Obviously, we got to pick up this big pile of dirt that's here and get it in this wagon and take it to the compost pile over there. But with the help of that bobcat that was here on our property today, what a blessing that was. Heavy equipment, man. I swear, when I become a millionaire, I'm just going to buy like a couple bobcats, a couple skid steers, a couple flatbed trucks, a couple like moving trucks, and just let people borrow them when they want them. Because why not? It's just silly. Like, you always have to go rent one. When, if you just have one, people can just borrow it. That's what I want to do. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up and an update on what we did here today. I'm so grateful that this happened today. Tony with the Rotary, thank you. Dan from West Aurora Home Depot and your team, thank you. Jarrell today to come out here and shoot still photos. I can't wait to see your beautiful pictures and those drone shots. Oh my gosh, he had that drone so high up in the air right here looking down on our garden, and he showed me a picture of it. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen our garden that high off the ground before. It was beautiful. And Rosati's Pizza today, they were able to sponsor our lunch, and they gave us delicious food yet again. We ate it all. It was delicious. Thank you, Rosati's Pizza, the one on Wilson and Batavia. Speedway at the corner of Fabian Parkway. Nope, at the corner of Wilson and Kirk Road. They sponsored today 2 cases of water and some ice for our coolers, just so that we can make sure that people didn't pass out. It wasn't that bad today. It was only about 82 degrees today, which was not bad. I'm so grateful because we've had some pretty nasty weather for the last couple weeks. So I'm grateful for that. And then I think Dan left a wheelbarrow and a rake. Maybe he gave those to us from Home Depot. I don't know. Maybe we got some more presents. That's sweet. But we are ready to grow some food. We had Eileen out here with her husband today. Eileen is from the Interfaith Food Pantry. She was out here for a good 2 hours helping us. Thank goodness she got to see the garden. She can't even believe how awesome this garden looks and what it's going to do for the Interfaith Food Pantry, all the food we're growing. So that was nice to have her out here today too. Everybody that showed up that's actually renters here in the garden, thank you for being here today. The people that could not make it, I understand things come up and I'm totally fine with that. You guys have been helpful throughout the entire year. But let me show you this little list that we had. That is the list that we had today. We pretty much knocked it out, man. The only thing we got to do is we just got to continue to reorganize the lumber, which is fine because over there where we were reorganizing lumber, it's shady during the day, which is awesome. So much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all that helped us today. This couldn't have been done without you. I am grateful beyond measure to have you guys out here helping and helping my dreams come true and helping people garden and learning how to garden and set a garden up like this for many years to grow food. I'm so happy. I'm sorry, I'm tired. So exhausted. I just want to go drink a beer and enjoy a nice salad and take a nap until tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you. I hope you watch the next video and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and God bless.